good husband or a good wife, for example, we should think that way. That if we think about this boy or this guy, that he will be my children's father, am I satisfied with that? Do I like that he will be my children's father? Do I like this girl will be my children's mother to raise my children? If we answer really yes, and we say yes, he is a good father for my children, or she can be a good mother for my children, the possibility and probability of having a successful marriage is very, very high. Brothers, sisters, the marriage is an agreement between husband and wife, but is completely different from other agreements. Any business is an agreement. To buy or sell something is an agreement. To rent a house is an agreement. But the difference is a lot. Why? Because in any agreements, any buying or selling something or renting something, you should talk about law. And the law will force each person to fulfill his responsibility. But the marriage is the only agreement that the law will not able to force any person, husband or wife, to fulfill the responsibility. Because this agreement is much, much far from law and from duty. It is based on love. Love is something you cannot achieve by law. This is something you can achieve through feeling responsibility. We cannot find any court to be able to force a husband to respect your wife. Maybe the court is able to punish your husband. Have you seen any woman to call the police and the police will force the husband to respect or to love? The court will force the husband not to beat, or if he beats his wife, for example, if he hits his wife, he's going to be punished. He can go to jail. But what about after jail? Any court can force the husband to laugh at home, to love your wife, or to love your husband, or be happy or enjoy from your husband or your wife. No. This is the reason that the marriage is some agreements completely different from other agreements. This is the reason that it is based on love. I say to the brothers and sisters that sometimes are coming to me and ask for the advice, I said, in the marriage, you should not talk about your duty or your rights. Excuse me, you should talk about your duty, not about your rights. When you say what is my rights and what is the responsibility of my husband or what is the responsibility for my wife, this is bad sign. You should think about your responsibility and your duty. And let your husband or your wife will think about his responsibility and his duty. You must be sure that you are doing much, much more than your responsibility, more than your duty. Sister, you are not employee at home. When we are working for somebody else at a company, in a hospital, at a school, in university, my duty and responsibility is to work from 8 o'clock to 10, for example. After 10, even 2 minutes. Why I should work? I'm not working. It's not my job. It's not my responsibility. But home is completely different. We should work, and we should be very, very generous. We should give free of charge, without expectation, both husband and wife. Brothers, sisters, this is the marriage. We see a lot of marriages that really today, they are unsuccessful marriage. They separate from each other and leave the children divorced in the society. They suffer a lot and they destroy the community and society. And who is going to be punished in Judgment Day? I am the one, because I didn't take care of my children. What is the reason? Because when they go and marry each other, they think this is like other agreements. And they can force each other to fulfill the responsibility. No, this is not something to be achieved by force. This is something that you can achieve by your love. Your husband doesn't respect you a lot. You want to help. You love them and respect. Your wife doesn't take care of you a lot. Okay, you take care of her. And tell her that I love you. By this way you achieve more. We will see that this type of relation and agreement is based on love and respect. Giving free of charge. Give more and expect nothing. Of course, for both. If it will be for one, maybe for some time it works, but little by little he or she gets tired. Both should follow the moral. The main issue in the family should be moral and love. And these two have no conditions. It means both of them will tell to the husband and wife, help, work, free of charge, without any condition. You should tell your wife that I love you in any circumstances, any situation, without any precondition. And you should tell your husband that I love you because you are the one that I want. That's all. Not because you have money, because you have this, because you are going somewhere, because your family. No. Because you are the one that I wanted. You can make me happy, and I try to be the one to make you happy. As a briefly, the marriage is something that God advises us to follow it, and we should marry each other, because Prophet, peace be upon him, is a good role model for us and advise us for the marriage. And the marriage is an agreement that is based on love and moral. If we want to have a successful marriage, from the first step that we go to the marriage, we should ask about the moral. What the moral tells me. What is my responsibility? And I want to do more than my responsibility. I want to sacrifice. And I want to satisfy my husband and my wife in any price. In next program, I would like to talk about the reasons and motivations for the marriage. Thank you very much for watching. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.